102, Springfield's classic rock. Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
Well, here we are. It's day 2, and the first day was, I would say, rather successful.
Very successful. What did you have for a number?
$61,460, and somebody gave us 27 cents, which is fantastic.
Where do we get to $67,000?
That would be terrific.
And then 69, giggity.
Yeah, it's just the day's just going to get better and better. Hey, this hour is brought to you by Western Mass Heating and Cooling. When you're thinking of heating and cooling, you're thinking of Western Mass.
I am. How did you know that?
You're
like Kreskin.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm reading your mind.
Yeah.
We got a hell of a show in store this morning. We'll have Gary Hoey, some other surprises in there. I believe, if we're lucky, even comedian Bob Marley will be calling us today.
Bob Marley?
Yes.
Dead Rastafarian?
No, the comedian from Maine.
I don't know. The girl from Western Mass News thought it was the dead guy.
Well, you can see why she might be confused, because you see their names are spelled exactly the same.
Actually, she's standing out on the plaza walking among the dead, too. See the zombies walking down the stage?
I saw there were quite a lot of zombies walking around the area this morning.
Quite a bit.
We're going to kick off the Mayflower Marathon. It's Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, remember the good old days when the mob would use their great organizational skills to get things done? Boy, I sure do. You know, like the time those bikers walked into the bar and wouldn't leave. All you had to do was lock a deadbolt from the inside, and now you guys couldn't leave. Unless, of course, you walked towards the door and unlocked it yourself. Of course, that might have been complicated by all those well-dressed guys swinging baseball bats at your head, but I think you get my point. It's these sort of extraordinary organizational efforts that makes things like phoning up poker games seem like mere child's play. Yesterday, Basketball Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups officially pled not guilty for his alleged participation in illegal poker activities. Who? What? Me? Cheating in a mob-run poker game? I would never sit there and play cards with marked cards, hidden cameras, card-reading x-ray machines, and other various apparatus for the purpose of enticing stupid, starstruck rich guys to lose their shirts in a deceptive and illegal fashion. Chauncey, who's been on unpaid leave from the Portland Trailblazers, is out on $5 million bail, which is still far less than prosecutors believe he and his good-time friends bilked out of people during those phony poker games. But, of course, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Even a Basketball Hall of Famer whose celebrity status was used to entice a bunch of starry-eyed dopes to play poker they couldn't possibly win. This is one of the many reasons why it is so much safer and far less entangled to lose your money in a casino like normal people than to play cards in a hotel room with a bunch of guys like Big Pussy, Paulie Walnuts, and a 5-time NBA All-Star who's wearing x-ray glasses to see the marked cards you're holding in your hands. To me, that's a bit of a red flag, and that's why I just say no thank you. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Get a grill at Rocky's and get it delivered and assembled free. Any grill, $400 or more. That includes the 4 Weber gas grills on sale right now at Rocky's, like the Weber Spirit 3-burner grill for $549. Available today at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102. This hour of the Mayflower Marathon is proudly supported by Western Mass Heating and Cooling. Donate in person at MGM Springfield or online at rock102.com. Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
Still at $61,460.27.
Even with the last load that those folks just brought over?
Well, we haven't added that in yet, but you know what? We'll
take a guess. Take a guess.
All right, 78,000.
All right, there you go. No, we're not that high.
All right, 74.
What did you say the number was?
Right now it's 61,000.
I don't even trust that number coming from you. But
I'm reading it right from Erin, and
okay.
Erin does not lie when it comes to the numbers.
Yes, but Erin sent you one yesterday that you mixed up the numbers on. So I'm just I'm
Oh,
just
for the
going
love
for
of Jesus! You know, I mean, I messed up one. I messed up the sense, the loose change. That's all I messed up.
Well, but that's important because it's important to get the numbers accurate.
Hey, here's something to consider. Here's something. Last year, around this time,
Yeah.
okay, we had only $54,337.
All right.
So do the quick math.
So we're done. We can wrap up and we can
No,
go home.
no,
Are you
we're
sure?
we're not done until tomorrow. Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. I don't want this to be misconstrued in any possible fashion whatsoever. It's going to rain.
It gonna rain. It gonna rain sideways.
It's going to rain sideways tonight and maybe even part of tomorrow. So I know that many of you are working like right now or getting yourself ready for work and you're thinking, well, I'm not going to go down there in the rain. I just want everybody to know, if you come down here,
Yeah.
you never have to leave your car. We have volunteers, well-hydrated volunteers. They're like sponges. They just absorb all the moisture. They grab the stuff out of your car. You don't have to feel a single raindrop in your head.
Yeah, it's a nice easy in, easy out.
If we should all be enjoying the easy in, easy out, strategy that we've adopted here.
Yeah.
It used to be you had to get out of your car and fight the rain or the snow or whatever the hell it is.
And
now,
nobody wants to do that.
nobody wants to do that,
No.
Steve. And now we've eliminated that. So all you have to do is just drive right through MGM and boom, you're done.
Yeah,
Simple.
And you know why? We couldn't do this event in East Longmeadow because there's no drive-throughs allowed unless we were a bank. And a food bank doesn't count.
Right.
So
right.
you have to be, this is our remote location for you to act like we were able to have drive-throughs in East Longmeadow.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Steve. But you can also donate online if you feel like, well, I don't want to get my car wet because the paint job in this thing is a little sketchy, and I'm worried about the acid rain affecting my car. Well, you know what? You can do it online. Keep your car in your garage. Never even leave.
Wasn't that a song, Acid Rain? Or is it...
Are you thinking about the Peter Gabriel song? That would be
Yes.
Red Rain.
Oh, Red Rain.
Red Rain.
That's what I was going
Yes.
for. Yeah.
And the raindrops falling on your head, that's B.J. Thomas.
That was... Whoa, what did you just say?
I said raindrops keep falling on my head. That's B.J. Thomas.
Whoa. So you said it again. You can't say that on the radio.
What, Thomas?
BJ.
Oh, I can say that. They're opening up on December 12th.
Oh, yeah.
Springfield's going to get BJ's all the time.
Cheap gas, too.
Which, by the way, I drove past there the other day.
Yeah.
That's not just cheap gas. It's like they're giving gas away.
Well, yeah.
Like they're handing it over to you.
It's probably the introductory rate. We're like, hey, come on, we get this. It's like the drug dealer of box stores. They're like, yeah, come on, we got cheaper gas than Costco.
Come on, everyone's buying it.
Come on,
Do you want to feel left out or be on like on the outside looking in?
what are you gonna do? Go to Stop and Shop or Big Y for your gas savings? Please, come to BJ's.
We're BJ's.
Yeah,
we give you the gas and we give it to you hard.
Yeah, we'll give it to you hard, and then we'll fill up your tank for real cheap, and then we'll make you come back, and it'll be a little bit more next time, but you'll be like, all right, it was a pretty good BJ's gas fill up.
And then when you walk out of there spending $400 on a pallet full of creamed corn, you'll be saying, did I just spend $400?
Who would buy a pallet of creamed corn?
Some people really like their creamed
I
corn.
could see a case of creamed corn.
That's the truth. We are trying to raise food and cash for the open pantry. We've been talking about food insecurity for the longest time. And as you know, and as you have heard us say countless times, we're in a crisis situation with more than 54% of people in Hampden County suffering from food insecurity. I mean, we don't have food insecurity here, although someone last night was grabbing our snacks like it was an all-you-can-eat candy buffet.
Yeah, well, she was hungry. She was a hungry lot lizard.
She was so hungry,
Yeah.
she put down her cocktail and her cigarette and said, oh, my gosh, look at all this candy.
I saw her walking out with a cigarette in her mouth, and I'm like, I don't think you're allowed to smoke inside the tent. Like,
She was told to extinguish it.
And then she grabbed candy. She was, going through the candy buffet over there, and then she did my move.
What move?
She stole the Domino's packets, but she stole actual sugar.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because my mama says I'm so sweet when I dip myself in it.
Diabetes is for suckers.
I
go full bore.
I'm like a life-size Fun Dip packet with the stick, and you stick it in the sugar, and then you put it on your tongue.
You know, I've never told this in public before, but in high school, my nickname was Pixie Stick.
Oh, I remember you.
So at the end of her at the trolling of the table, she goes over to the table that's got all the Rock 102 audio equipment on it, including my laptop bag.
Yeah.
And she's like, rummaging, what's for free over here? What can I take here? What is this, a microphone? And we had to yell at her, please, ma'am.
We're not giving free stuff away.
Really? I needed some nice audio equipment for my rent-controlled home.
You know, somebody took Aaron's hat yesterday, too. We had a hat sitting on the table, and somebody took the hat.
What? You're supposed. The purpose of the Mayflower Marathon is to leave stuff here. It is not to take it away.
Well, it was a brand new hat, so somebody probably thought it was a promotional item that was for them, but that's not the case. But there was no other hat. There was no other swag. There was nothing else to give away. So somebody stole that hat.
So she grabbed two of the big coffee cups, and she's filling it with candy. And it's like, I mean, they're overflowing with candy. And that stuff's for like volunteers or people who donate. And she comes, and she fills up the second cup. I'm getting snacks of my friend in the hotel room.
Yeah. What friend? There ain't no friend in the hotel room.
I met a fella.
I bet you she wasn't even staying here.
I drove here all the way from Adams. I couldn't possibly drive back in my condition. And by that, I'm not talking drunk. I'm just talking about my lumbago.
I'm Barbara from Belchertown, and I live one driveway past the waste management facility. That's my home. If you pass the sewage treatment plant, you've gone too far.
Many people have driven that neighborhood and said, is that Barbara's place?
That's Barbara's house. It's over there.
This must be her neighborhood. I can smell it from a mile away.
Now, every once in a while, I'll trot myself over into Amherst and get myself a rich man.
It smells like Pall Malls, Ben Gay, and shame.
Any recipe for a romantic night.
Listen, honey, you just follow the trails of empty candy wrappers that I took from Rock 102 in the Mayflower Marathon, and you'll find where I'll be waiting for you.
I heard some good news. Geritol is making a comeback. That means two things.
It's so close to the holidays. It's Bax and Nagel.
How are we even successful with any of this?
I don't have any idea why people listen to this tripe.
Yeah, who listens to this garbage?
Well, you know, I hate to say it, folks. It says a lot more about you than it does about us.
Exactly.
It's Bax and Nagel at the Mayflower Marathon at Rock 102.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
It's 6:29 with Bax and Nagel at the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield.
We are doing pretty well here so far. Nice morning. It's not. It'll rain probably tonight, and then tomorrow morning. A little bit. But you know what? That should not deter you from coming down here to the South End Market outside of MGM Springfield, where we're collecting food for the open pantry.
We got a bunch of guests coming up next hour. We're going to be talking to Gary Hoey, who, believe it or not, is celebrating his 30th year of the Ho Ho Hoey musical series. He's got brand new stuff out, a brand new record that's actually quite good. So we'll be talking to him after 7, and, of course, comedian Bob Marley after 8 o'clock.
Oh, there you go.
Okay?
You want to laugh?
Yes, quickly.
All right, let's laugh.
Don't you worry about nothing.
I had no idea you guys are laughing.
Hey, first of all, let's just pretend I don't know any of your family, okay?
Okay.
What's the difference between Turkey and your mom?
I don't know, Steve. What's the difference between Turkey and my mom?
I can't stand eating turkey 2 days in a row. Booyah!
Here's your Western man.
It's 6:33 with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagel. Steve, before you start, let me just mention that the guys from the Nemesek Sportsman Club.
What'd you say?
I said Sportsman Club
Yeah,
in
I bet you
Palmer.
did.
Just donated a check to the Open Pantry in the tune of $1,000.
That's pretty awesome.
And what they said was,
Yeah.
we would like to see to issue a challenge to all other sportsmen's clubs around the area. And I said, you know what? All those half-rate clubs of do-nothings and layabouts, I haven't seen their checks yet.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's these guys. Isn't it hunting season now?
Yeah.
Isn't it like these guys? It's early morning. They're not hunting. You know what they're doing? They're delivering. They gathered, and now they hunted. They gathered, and now they're dispersing.
And
now they have,
and they deliver.
and they do
They
deliver.
do. So
now, so where are all these other sportsmen's clubs?
It's a good question, Steve. But the guys from the Nemesex Sportsman's Club stepped up their game, and we are all good and set to go.
I'm talking to that guy in the tree stand, Randy. Randy from that other sportsman's club.
Hey, Randy, why don't you put your PBRs down, come off the tree stand, we maybe shower, get that that fox urine off you, and stop by the Mayflower Marathon.
You've been hunting for 20 years. You got one deer. It's time to give it up and start giving your money down here to the Open Pantry.
The deer are mocking you, Randy. They look at you in your blaze orange, and they say, "This guy, he's not gonna get us this year either."
Randy, you covered yourself in fox urine for nothing. You ain't getting nothing. You're the worst hunter ever. This is why you need to focus your duties on humanitarian needs and come down and donate to the Open Pantry.
Harumph. Give the governor a rump.
There's got to be a guy at a sportsman's club that's like nobody likes. Oh, here he comes again, Mr. I got a 20-point buck 50 years ago. Nobody's ever seen it. He didn't. I threw away the antlers. Nobody.
Did I tell you about that time I killed a bear in the woods with my bare hands?
Oh, what a manly man you are!
I ripped that thing to shreds, and then we all ate stew.
Ooh, what kind of stew?
No, Stu Johnson.
Oh,
he was one of our
delicious
members.
man.
Didn't pay his dues.
Hey, by the way, the Route 10 Tire listener line should become the John O'Brien condolence line, at least for the next week. John O'Brien, a former radio personality on Rock 102 in Western Massachusetts, has passed away after battling cancer. John, who was inducted into the Massachusetts Broadcasting Hall of Fame a few years ago, was...
Hey, I was there that day.
Were you?
Yes.
You wouldn't have known it. Was well known as the former host on Rock 102's morning show, Bax and O'Brien.
I hear that was a pretty good show.
I thought that was pretty good, too. He was a radio personality for 40 years, very bittersweet, said Mike Baxendale, of the co-host of the Bax and Nagel Show. A lot of time and work went into what we did together, and we will miss him quite a lot. John recently appeared on 22 News in Focus with Patrick Barry and discussed his career in broadcasting and how it developed into a radio show host. He also talked about his cancer diagnosis. He said he was diagnosed with melanoma 4 times, the latest metastatic, I don't know how to say it.
Metastatic.
The bad kind.
Yeah.
A stage 4 cancer. It spread to multiple organs, such as his lungs and liver. He was battling cancer for the past 14 years. And they did a really good job over at 22 and Channel 40 and Western Mass News of encapsulating this. We will get into more of this next week.
Yeah, after the Mayflower Marathon is over, we'll get into some serious stuff.
I had a really, really hard time yesterday going on social media, and I couldn't look at anything because every time I looked at something, I'm like, God, why? And he wouldn't want that. He would be like, don't cry for me, Argentina.
I had a hard time reading the story on Mass Live, but that's mostly because it was behind the paywall and didn't have the appropriate password to get in.
And then Mass Live interviews people who he wouldn't even have known.
He may have met them, but that doesn't mean he would have any recollection of meeting them.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very strange.
I was really surprised that they
interviewed me, Nick Cochi, a very good friend of his, the mayor, obviously, and then
they dug from the bottom of the barrel to get a soundbite from somebody.
Yeah, they tried to find some rando that just said, "Oh yeah, no, I knew him." I don't think John knew you.
Anything to help sales. Anything to help.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Let's see. A Springfield man was arraigned in court for multiple charges, including failure to stop for police, possession of a firearm, and leaving the scene of a personal injury accident after crashing into another vehicle while being pursued by police on Route 5 in West Springfield. Way back on November 5th. It was 20 days ago.
Yeah, Steve, isn't today the 25th?
Oh, I'm just reading the top stories.
The top stories from 20 days ago.
Well, this is a follow-up, though. At least they are following up on the story that they did back on November 5th. The Holyoke police said they received information about a stolen firearm located in the suspect's vehicle at around 9:05 a.m. on Route 5 near the Holyoke-West Springfield line. In an attempt to conduct a traffic stop, the suspect, identified as 37-year-old Carlos Maldonado of Springfield, refused to comply and struck a cruiser while continuing to drive away from police. Maldonado drove the wrong way on Route 5 in West Springfield and crashed into another vehicle near the 500 block. Holyoke officers were able to capture Maldonado after he got out of the vehicle and ran away.
He is going to have a hell of a time explaining this to his insurance agent.
He couldn't run very fast.
That's why he took the car.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he got out of the car and he's trying to run. Look at his little legs.
Yeah, I don't know if you are aware of this. The West Springfield police officers are among the most fleet of foot police force in Western Mass.
Is that true? Are they like paratroopers?
I'm totally making it up. But I'm just saying, those guys in a foot chase do not give up. They'll go after you like a horny puppy. They really will. They really will.
A horny puppy.
Oh yeah, they'll go if they have to chase you.
Yeah.
Through the parking lot of Donut Dip, which is a small parking lot.
Yeah.
They will catch up.
Will they?
They will.
All right.
And get a box of donuts because who can walk past that parking lot and grab something?
Yeah. How can you walk past there? Or how can you, I have a hard time driving by that place and I just want to jerk the wheel right into the parking lot, not into the store, into the parking lot.
Yeah, because it's so delicious.
But there's always somebody walking out there. I can't just jerk the wheel and hit somebody in the parking lot.
And you can't just park on the street because it's Riverdale Street.
Right.
You'll get clipped.
Yeah, I know they have that parking lot next to it with the Lazy Boy Comfort Studio, and there's like signs all over like parking for Lazy Boy only. I'm like, isn't that how you would enjoy a donut dip?
Yeah.
You get a dozen of those donuts, and you walk into a Lazy Boy recliner, and you kick your feet up and eat that whole thing.
Listen, the laziest boy in this parking lot is the guy that just took that space so he can get the donut dip.
Oh yeah,
That's
see?
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You ever have the apple fritters over
Oh
there?
my
They're
God,
delicious.
yeah, that's so good.
Yeah,
Ever had one of them melt-aways?
Melt-aways.
Ooh, the melt-away.
Yeah.
It's like you put it in your mouth, it melts away. It's like a magic trick
What
in your
kind-
mouth.
What does it look like?
It's like a big square thing. It's very soft and delicious.
I don't think I ever had a melt away.
I introduced those to Leslie once. Remember Leslie used to work here at the station? I introduced her to the melt away, and all of a sudden she melted away. We haven't seen her in years.
Really? Oh, she left.
Well, yeah, I know she did, but she.
No, she. You're, like you said, she melted away. Where? Give me the. I need to get one of these magical.
Yeah, the
pastries.
melt-aways are pretty good. Yeah, it's been a long time since I had a melt-away. It would be great if one were to magically appear in front of me.
Usually, my boy Todd from Columbia Gas comes down here and gives us the apple fritters.
Those are so
Maybe he'll get a
good,
melt
though,
away.
man. They're
this
so
time.
good.
I'm just throwing it out in the universe. Every time I throw something out in the universe,
Yeah. Your manifestation skills are unparalleled.
it's crazy. 2 suspects have been arrested in connection with a deadly shooting that occurred on June 29th on Oak Grove Avenue in Springfield.
Steve, isn't today November 25th?
22 News. Doing stories from 3 months ago last Thursday.
Live, local, and late.
Again, it's a follow-up. In a news release from the DA's office at around 6:25 p.m. on Sunday, June 29th, officers were called to a ShotSpotter activation on Oak Grove Avenue. When officers arrived, they found a man suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to Bay State Medical Center, where he died nearly 2 weeks later on July 12th. On Monday, the DA's office released the victim's identity as 22-year-old Felix Ponce Cardona of Springfield. During the investigation, 2 suspects were identified in connection with the murder, 19-year-old Vidal Hernandez Vasquez and 33-year-old Eric Osorio Rivera, both of Springfield. On November 17th, arrest warrants were issued. Hernandez Vasquez, who was in Hampden County Correctional Center in Ludlow since September 17th on drug trafficking and illegal firearms, was arraigned last Thursday for murder. Oh, we already have you in our facility.
Oh, how convenient.
Look, we don't even have to go out and get you.
Well, that simplifies the manhunt.
He is being held without the right to bail. On November 18th, Rivera was arrested on State Street. He was arraigned the following day for murder and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. He is also being held without the right to bail. You doing Black Friday shopping?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not leaving the damn house.
Well, you don't have to. You can go online and you can do it there. It's more like a virtual.
I don't. I think most of if we need something for like, we just buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out of my way on Black Friday and be amongst the mucky mucks.
Here's a paid news story that somebody paid to be on 22 News. Walmart's weekly flash deals are hidden in plain sight and offer huge discounts.
How big, Steve?
If you aren't checking Walmart's flash deals page every week, now's the time to start. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but if you haven't been checking this page, you've been missing out on some incredible sales literally every week on top of Walmart's already low rollback prices. This is clearly written by somebody who really loves Walmart.
Or someone whose client is Walmart.
Yeah, this landing page for deep discounts is hidden in plain sight right on Walmart's website, and it features some of the retailer's best sales on items like stylish and practical furniture, kitchen and home goods, and more.
These are the kinds of things that one could walk into a Walmart and purchase at any given time?
Yeah. This week, there are, as usual, tons of hidden gems, and then they go into the thing. I saw this video last week, I think it was from The Onion, that was showing people who were being held hostage in a Walmart, but none of the hostages wanted to admit they shopped there. And they're like, no, he grabbed us from the jewelry store next door to the Walmart. I wasn't shopping in the Walmart. Because there was trying to point out that everybody shops at Walmart.
Right.
They just don't want to admit that they shop at Walmart.
Listen, I was shopping at a high-end jewelry store wearing my pajamas at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and all of a sudden someone hijacked me and brought me to Walmart, where other people were shopping in their pajamas at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think that's becoming a thing, though. People are wearing pajamas and, like, workout gear. A lot of people wear workout gear everywhere.
Yeah, right. Because, there ain't nothing sassier than seeing a Walmart customer in like yoga pants and
what's wrong with that?
Work boots.
I don't mind yoga pants.
I don't mind them on some people, but on others they are just absolutely unsightly and should not really be out in public.
You don't think anybody's
believe it or not, most of them are not actually doing yoga.
You don't think anybody's looking at two fat guys like us and going, I do not want to see them in anything like a T-shirt or a anything that's revealing at all.
Anything that's form-fitting.
I was I thought I was Homer Simpson the other day because I have all these old clothes that I took out and I washed again, and I was going to donate some of them, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to keep at least the pajama bottoms and the shirt. And it looks like a big moo-moo on me. Remember when Homer had the moo-moo on? And he was working from home? I'm like, I could do this. I could sit here and work from home in my big, giant moo-moo. But how comfortable that is.
Oh, yeah.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today. I don't even know how
the moo-moo for men.
Yeah.
There's $1 million idea waiting to happen.
We are going to be talking with Beth Ward from MGM coming up in just a few minutes. We are outside the South End Market at MGM Springfield for the open pantry. Come by and drop off your food donations. You enter through Columbus Avenue. You exit through State Street, or you can donate online at rock102.com. Cloudy today with a rain shower possible later this afternoon with a high of 48. It is 34 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagel, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
It's 6:49 with Bax and Nagel, the Mayflower Marathon. By the way, this hour is brought to you by Western Mass Heating and Cooling. When you're thinking of heating and cooling, you're thinking of Western Mass.
I was just thinking about heating and cooling, and I was thinking Western Mass.
That's what I was thinking of.
You're amazing. I can't believe you do that.
Well, Steve, I'm glad it's only taken you 20-some-odd years to figure that out. By the way, one of the great things about being at MGM is I get to spend time with my very good friend Beth Ward year after year, which is always a sheer delight. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for providing the delicious eggnog coffee again.
You're very welcome.
Oh,
and it's my pleasure, and I love hanging out with you guys.
I said this is what it tastes like at Beth Ward's house on Christmas morning.
Absolutely.
World
famous eggnog coffee.
I love it.
Just for you guys.
That's fantastic. So thanks again for having us out here.
Our pleasure. We love it.
Yeah.
We love it. I mean, this partnership has been amazing.
We love being here, and and we've said it a million times. I think the thing that we like the most is you genuinely actually want us to be here, which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
4 years now.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes.
4 years, and we are grateful for everything that you folks provide here for us, and very accommodating. Can't thank you enough.
Well, we're all in, and every team member, from those that work the overnight and security and our facilities team, we love this event. And we love being a part of it. We have volunteers, as you know, that are here all day. So it's a win-win.
Can I, now that, we're all friends and whatnot, you work here, do you think maybe we could get one of them, like, permanent sapphire parking passes anytime we come down here?
Oh, those come at a premium.
I bet you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And you have not reached that threshold yet.
Well, if I spend an extra $30, I might be able to get a mixer.
I'll tell you what. You've played so hard. Free soda at the soda machine with Barry
Yes.
Krieger.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I told you he was showing a lady of the evening how to use the soda machine. I have a video of this. I'll have to show it to you. He was showing a lady of the evening. She was clearly a lady of the evening. And she was she was trying to get him to spend money on whatever she was selling, but he wasn't buying it. He was selling her how to mix the perfect cream soda on the multi-functioning soda machine out there. It was very interesting.
Okay,
Very interesting.
I'm going to let that one just go.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all right. Lady of the evenings are everywhere. It's they were over at the Hall of Fame too, when we were down there.
Yeah.
They were a little less classier than the Lady of the Evenings over here.
Well,
but
they can barely park their
That's
cars
right,
over
yeah.
there. That's what the problem
well, they're
was.
used to getting in tight spots. That's
Anyhow.
Anyway,
Beth doesn't need to hear that kind of foolishness.
well, tell us what's going on around here. What do you got coming up? You have a very big guest coming here Friday.
We do. A guest that I know you were very excited about in particular.
I saw the
Eric
cutout
Estrada.
inside.
You what?
I saw the cutout inside. He has a cutout.
Cardboard cutout of
Yeah. Is Eric Estrada.
of the Big E, as I like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric
Poncherella.
Estrada Chips fame is coming on Friday.
And we're going to try to get him on the phone at some point today.
We are going to give it our best shot
Yes.
because I know you're obsessed.
I am very obsessed.
Yeah.
There's nothing like watching the same accident happen over and over and over again after every episode.
And amazing how they solve it within, 30 minutes.
Well, I was telling Bax last week, the weird thing about that show is every chase scene or every, accident scene, it's the same soundtrack. It's the same like 3 songs. It's like Rock 102 playing Tom Petty. It's like Free Falling coming up every 3rd episode.
Yeah.
It's the same.
You'll have to ask him about that. I'm sure he would love to tell you the
I have-
behind the scenes. Yes.
I have production notes for him.
Yeah. Okay. We will warn him.
You do wonder whether Ponch and John, if they were, say, I don't know, employed by the Massachusetts State Police, how things might have gone for their careers.
I don't think that. Well, I don't know. Does Punch like giving out CDL
I
licenses?
have no idea what kind of overtime he
Yeah.
was getting it with the California State Highway
Wait,
Patrol, but I'm sure it was good cash.
Punch, you put in for 4 hours overtime, but we saw you down at the ice cream shop with those hot girls down there. What were you doing for 4 hours? I was just working on a case, Sarge.
But you guys do have other events other than Eric Estrada
yeah,
coming
thank you
into
for
town.
bringing that up. We do. So Eric is going to be here. We're on a first name basis. So, and also on Friday we have our annual tree lighting event, opening of our ice skating rink, the only outdoor ice skating rink in the area. So it's a great event to come down 6:00 on Friday, Black Friday, kick off the season. Also have a ton of entertainment options.
Nice.
Yes, we have Trisha Yearwood is coming. I know you're big fans.
She's in
so-
love with that boy. So you guys don't know it's
Say,
a
'cause
country
he-
song.
yeah, well, yeah.
and you didn't know that,
I like
actually
country.
did Not.
huh?
Some. Yeah.
The name of the song.
She
is
likes
called
Canada. She likes France.
I do.
All right.
She likes Italy. The food's good there.
Yes.
She loves
Well,
countries.
you know what? I will pride myself being the only Trisha Yearwood expert on the Bax and Nagel show.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to the concert.
The song is called "She's in Love with the Boy," and that's what I said. She's in love with the boy, and nobody got it.
No,
nobody,
not
everybody
at
missed the
all.
reference.
That's all right, Steve.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right,
Yeah.
But you know what?
there
It connected to somebody. I'm sure somebody's listening and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe that's Steve Nagel. He's so damn clever."
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. We just can't see it because none of those people are here right now amongst the three of us.
All right. Well,
Right.
either
I could
way.
probably sing the song. I just don't know the name of the song.
Okay.
Well, could you?
Not that anyone would want to hear that.
Oh,
but
I
sure.
would. We would all
Yeah.
love to hear that.
Next hour.
All right. Next hour.
Next hour.
Next hour.
Yeah.
But you've had quite a few celebrities the big names coming in. And have you met some of these folks?
I have.
Who is like the one you were like, oh wow, this is awesome? I mean, I'm sure they're all great, but I'm like, who was the one that you were really excited about?
Bruno Mars.
Was
lovely.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard he's a really, really nice guy.
A lovely man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, what does he have? This is what I want to know. Like, does Eric Estrada have a rider, like a requirements of all the things that he
Like he wants only the green M&Ms.
And water at 70 degrees. Yeah. No. Well, some do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's kind of a normal thing in the entertainment business, and so we accommodate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if like Eric Estrada had some kind of weird request, like he wants only brown M&Ms in a bag, or
It's pretty low maintenance.
pretty low maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for some reason he wants like a lot of marshmallows. Whatever. He's going to make s'mores while he's here in his room.
Well, I mean, he can heat them over the radiator of the motorcycle. That's how he does
right.
that. That's how
That's
they
it.
rotate.
I don't
it.
know that he's coming with his motorcycle.
All right.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
We're going to try to get him on at
Yes.
some point. And,
Yeah, we're working on that
Hopefully,
for ya.
we can deliver that before maybe 6 tonight.
I know it's your live stream to be able to.
The show is horrible. It's a horribly written show, but there's something about it that makes me keep wanting to watch it over and over and over
you,
again.
you have started from season 1 and you're just continuing on.
But listen, by the way, the other day, the episode, Heather Locklear was being toughed around by a bunch of Satan's angels, which is kind of like the Hell's Angels, but it was, on the TV show.
Yeah, right.
And they saved Heather Locklear. And
Of course
that's what-
they did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Heather Locklear.
Right.
I mean, why would
Who
you
wouldn't?
not save? But they were
Right.
tossing her up in a blanket like she was on a trampoline.
I missed that episode.
And then one of the other officers got kidnapped, and then Ponch and John had to fly in on these like those little gliders with the
Oh, yeah,
airplane
yeah.
thing on the back of them.
Yeah.
It just so happened that was their recreational activity that they started out with in the beginning of the show.
Amazing.
And it came together at the end because they used it to catch the bad guys.
And everything that happened in that episode also happened during her marriage to Richie Sambora. So
Yes,
it's all
yes,
unbelievable. That worked out.
Yes.
Beth, it is so great to see you. We'll
I'm
So
glad
great
we got to
see
the
you
hard-hitting
guys
information.
and hang out with you for 3 days, and it's going to be a big day today. So we want people to come down and
Yes. This is going to be
kick off the season of giving.
This is going to be the big one, so we
is.
appreciate it. So,
Yeah.
all right.
All in.
Well, let's go back to more stuff and play some commercials. Gary Hoey coming up in just a few minutes. It's Bax and Nate with the Mayflower Marathon Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, as you know, professional football is a rigorous game in which a guy can easily succumb to injuries, owies, scrapes, fractures, and various other cuts and boo-boos. And when that happens, it's completely natural to wonder when that player will be ready to come back and play. That way, they can help out the team while simultaneously putting themselves in harm's way all over again. On Sunday, while the New England Patriots were staging a thrilling come-from-behind victory over Cincinnati for their 9th win in a row, the Patriots endured several injuries on the offensive line. This is troubling, of course, because the last thing you want to see happen is for the offensive line that's allowed Drake May to be sacked 37 times this season to appear weakened, depleted, or vulnerable. For example, the Patriots' first-round draft pick Will Campbell was carted off the field on Sunday, the very kid that said he would die to protect his quarterback unless he sprains his knee. The good news is he may only miss a couple weeks, and then you had Patriots rookie left guard Jared Wilson injure his left ankle. Unfortunately, Mike Vrabel says still too soon to tell when they'll get him back. You also had defensive tackle Kyrus Tonga leave the game with an injured chest, and he's looking at a day-to-day situation as well. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm a fey and tender sort when it comes to hurting myself. I'd much rather take the conservative approach and milk my injuries for everything they're worth. But in football, a young man can't afford to be inactive, whereas a broken-down old fart like me can't afford to be doing stuff in the first place. So while it may seem hypocritical of me to suggest that Jared Wilson, Tonga, and Will Campbell should suck it up and start acting like a couple of crybabies, I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. I'm just as convinced about their boo-boos like everybody else. I just happen to be far more concerned about who's protecting Drake May than I am about any of those guys because simply they're not that important. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know that one house in the neighborhood with no lights and no decorations and no sense of joy? Don't be those people. Go to Rocky's, get holiday strings of lights for trees and wreaths that light up, and Fill the whole world with joy year after year with great Joy to the World sales prices. Available now at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
It's 7:12 with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102. This hour brought to you by Allegman DeTusa, attorneys at law. When you're thinking attorneys at law, you're thinking Allegman DeTusa.
I just choked on my bagel when you said that name.
I had a feeling you would.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're lawyers you can talk to. By the way, just want to mention real quick, the guys at Snow and Sons Tree Landscaping dropped off a whole big box truck of food.
Like a box truck full of food.
A lot. I want to thank those guys.
They were awesome, and I just want to mention: did they put the cone out behind the truck when they unloaded?
I don't know if they did that.
There was that single cone.
Probably wasn't necessary.
No.
At this particular time.
But you know what? Very grateful for them. I mean, that whole box truck was full of stuff. So thank you.
That's awesome. And for those of you who've been listening to the show for years, you know that Gary Hoey has been a longtime friend of the show. He's coming to the Iron Horse on December 4th. For a great holiday show. It's his 30th anniversary holiday Ho Ho Hoey celebration.
Awesome.
And he's got a brand new record out. Absolutely fantastic. And he happens to be on the phone with us right now. It's Gary Hoey. Good morning, Gary. How are you?
Really good. Really doing very well. Our grandbaby is 18 months old, so life is good.
Oh, my God. Really?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we're super excited.
You know, you don't look old enough to be a grandpa. You know, my grandpa never looked like you.
Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Well, you know what? Grandpas they're getting younger these days. I think rock and roll is keeping me young.
So I was listening to the new record, Christmas Time Is Here, and it blows me away that this is a 30th anniversary Christmas record. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that we have been talking to you for 30 years, and even more so that you've been doing this for even longer. That's got to be mind-boggling to you.
It's monumental. Matter of fact, I got to turn the video on here. I see. I want to show you guys. I got my Santa hat on.
Oh, I love it.
But check this out. Got the Christmas tree guitar.
That is awesome. Look at that.
Is that a custom job?
Yeah, a fan brought this to me at a show, and it's called the Flying Tree. Instead of a flying V. And the coolest thing is, it really works.
So a fan made that for you?
A fan showed up at a show in Pennsylvania and said how much my Christmas music meant to him. And he was a luthier, and he made one for himself. And he made one for me, and I'm telling you, this is made like with custom work. Like it's got the tree stump on the end.
That's awesome.
The tree stump. It says "Ho Ho Hoey." I didn't put that on there. He put that. It's got green knobs.
That's awesome.
And it smells like pine. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't recognize it was a Christmas tree without my dad passed out drunk underneath it. So, but I'm glad you explained it.
With a chainsaw in one hand and a thing of whiskey in the other.
Exactly. Yeah. So you were there. I noticed you were there.
Well, we always took the kids looking for a Christmas tree with whiskey and an axe. It was such a good idea.
Yeah. Well, what could possibly go wrong? Those are two things that go well together.
Exactly. It never went wrong.
To you as a musician, that has to be incredibly humbling that somebody would go to that length to do that for you, and how your music impacted them and your playing. And
it's incredible. I mean, when stuff happens like that to me, I don't even know what to say. Like the guy opened up the guitar case and it was in there, and he's like, "This is for you." I mean, yeah, it's very humbling. It's very flattering. It's very, it's crazy. It makes me feel like, you know, the 30 years that we were just talking about doing what I'm doing has a real meaning behind it. It has a real connection to people, which I talk about all the time, that music does have a connection with people, and it really reaches people on a deep level. So the work I put into these arrangements and how much I love doing it, it's great to see it like that.
I mean, you kind of give it back too. I mean, we've mentioned this a number of times. Years ago, you showed up at the Mayflower Marathon. You played live at the old place we were at, and there was some kid watching you play, and the kid was like dumbstruck by what he was watching, and at the end of it, you handed him one of the pedals you were playing with. You just handed it to the kid. That changed that kid's entire life. That was like a real class move on your part.
Thank you so much. Well, you know what? Those moments, you have that opportunity right there to kind of influence someone like that, and you never know. Like you said, it could change his life. Could give him a great boost to believe in himself. Whatever it is, coming from me, because he might think, "Wow, well, Gary, I respect Gary." Whatever it is, I just did a workshop last week in a music store. We had 190 people. We had kids that were 15 and people that were in their 60s, and we were talking about music and how it brings us all together. And I was playing a blues, and then in the middle of it, I handed my guitar to this 15-year-old kid, and he started ripping it up, and he'll never forget that, and it was a really cool moment.
Now, this new record, well, first of all, you had Avalanche, which came out early in the year, which is really, really good. But this new Christmas record is really interesting because some of these songs that you've done in the past, but with a whole new arrangement, and what you've done with some of those songs are really pretty interesting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, getting back into doing a holiday record, Christmas time is here. I wanted to have at least a few songs that I could really kind of give a new twist to, I could bring something new to. And then I had Max Norman mixing again, and I said to him, let's take some of the ones I've done, let's just remix them. And my drummer, Matt, who I've played with the years, he redid the drums on some of them. And then Silent Night, we did kind of a gospel version. And then Jingle Bells, we did a little more like a Chuck Berry kind of style. And I think it was fun to redo some of the ones that we've done. And then we remixed the Nutcracker Suite. And then, we did the new It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas for the first single.
Yeah, it's awesome. You also did you also did Christmas Time Is Here Again. And, I just felt like every time I hear you play it, I want to walk slowly after buying a crappy tree, kicking a dented can down the road. It's like the most depressing Christmas song ever.
Yeah, it really is, but it's so beautiful because when you hear it, it brings you back to that Charlie Brown, that. I mean, how can you hear that and not think of like the snow falling and you didn't get that truck that you wanted for Christmas, so you're crying and you tear the arms off your sister's doll.
That's a little dark. I mean, but
it's a little dark. My sister would do that though. Sometimes she would like play with her toys before Christmas and break them, and then tell my mom. She would say, "Mom, my doll came broken," and she'd be like, "I think you opened it."
It's funny when I hear it presented that way, it almost makes me think of Charlie Brown grown up with a leather jacket. His life hasn't changed at all. I mean, you could create a whole story about how Charles turned out.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a half a cigarette hanging out on one side and half
just
shaven.
Knocked over a liquor store,
Yeah, exactly.
Finally grabbed that football from Lucy.
That's right.
Yeah, and he's waiting for an Uber that isn't showing up. It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he would take a lift.
He probably would have to, because I'm sure his license had been taken away by now. You're on tour. In fact, you're going to be coming to the Iron Horse, the brand spanking new Iron Horse on the 4th of December. You've played there before, but it's been reopened and remodeled. It's like a totally different place now.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, I was excited to come back out that way and get to that part of my state. Massachusetts, and that's always a fun place. So I'm looking forward to seeing the renovation.
In fact, you may walk into it and say, "Is this the same place?" Because it doesn't look like the same place. It's a much bigger, wider venue now. Really cool what they did to it.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Well, I'm glad I got to play the old nostalgic place.
Yeah. Well, it'll be great to have you back. Gary, we always appreciate you coming on for the Mayflower Marathon. The record is awesome. People should check out Avalanche as well. That came out earlier in the year. Gary, it's always great to see you. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure, my friends. I just want to say, the 30 years that, I've been doing this, I couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate all the support. And I just want to let everyone out there know that, the Mayflower is so important to the community. And this is a year that I think we all need help more than ever. This is definitely a tough year for so many families and so many people. So I just want to, remind everyone out there, please help out. And it's the small donations that make the biggest difference. So even $5, $10, whatever you can do. We love you. Thank you.
Very good. Gary Hoey. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Have a good holiday.
You guys too. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Hoey!
Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, the tree says bye.
Gary Hoey on Rock 102.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
Hey, Steve,
Yeah,
I'd like to hear a brand spanking new total.
I would love to hear a brand spanking new total.
One that makes our last total look stupid and insignificant.
All right, let's hit me with your best shot. Do your best Pat Benatar and tell me.
Okay, I will.
Why don't you
Steve,
tell me what the number is?
the Mayflower Marathon
What is
a
the total?
battlefield. The total, the last time we checked, was about $61,000.
All right, and what is it now?
We are now below.
What is it? What is the numbers that are written on the sheet?
Well, I'm about to tell you, Steve. The number.
But is it a big number?
It is significantly better.
All right.
Because I wouldn't tell you a number that was less than the last
All right,
time.
what is that number?
The number-
and make sure you do it clearly.
The number that I'm about to tell you, Steve,
Yes.
is, and I quote, $72,457.02.
I think you're making that up.
No, I am not.
That's
I'm reading
pretty-
it right as Aaron wrote it.
That's a pretty good haul.
That is awesome.
I still don't trust that's the actual number.
Well, Steve-
because you're reading it.
Be that way if you must. All I know is the only thing that could make that better
Yeah.
is the visit from a banker.
A bank, Mr. Drysdale.
Morning,
from the bank.
boys.
It's Michael Ostrowski from Ara Credit Union. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, and yourselves?
I'm doing all right.
Just wanted to thank you guys again for doing such a great job after all these years. And our credit union is here to support, as we always do.
Yeah.
As we always do.
So what you're saying is you're showing a very high rate of interest in this event.
You
Look
got
at
me.
that. And which will pay big dividends the moment he hands over his check.
Ooh, I like that.
Listen, that's bank talk.
You guys got it.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
got
Hey,
it. You
listen,
can take my job soon.
What do you get some banker terms? You got any good banker terms over there? What's a good banker term?
CD.
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 You got the same term.
I
Yeah,
did it. That's right.
But it does mean, in fact, two things.
Well,
Our
that's right.
CDs are not his CDs.
Well, he has a lot of the CDs that we have too. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
of course he
But
does.
yeah, thanks, guys. As always, like a great job, and Ara's there for you, and appreciate everything.
And you guys came down here with a donation this morning, and
we
we
did.
appreciate
We're
that.
going to add to that $72,000, and I hope that makes a significant increase.
You most certainly did. Thank you very much. That
You
is
got
a
it.
very generous donation, Michael. Thank you so much.
You took all that money from the Clampetts, all that oil money,
All that bubbling
all that,
crude.
bubbling crude.
They
Huh?
still got. They could do some work on that cement pond they've got.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was Mr. Drysdale's secretary?
Miss Jane Hathaway, played by the unflappable Nancy Culp.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
She was terrific.
She was a beautiful lady,
Not so much.
built like a linebacker.
No, she was a fey little thing. But you know what? Ellie Mae Clampett was really quite something. I think played by the Donna
yeah.
Douglas.
Donna
yeah.
Douglas.
That's
Very
right.
Good. Look
Oh.
at you
You're
knowing
too young to even remember that.
I watch the reruns, Mike. I watch the reruns.
Now that's a series you need to check up on.
Yeah. Here's the difference between you two and me. You watch them first run.
That's fair.
I watch them in syndication.
true.
Give it to him.
Now, Mike, you did want to become a brain surgeon just like Jethro, right?
I did.
Yeah.
But after I saw her walking around the pool, I said, no, I'm going to be a banker.
That's it. Yeah, that was a good choice on your part. Mike, thank you so much. That's very
You're
generous.
welcome,
thank you
guys.
very
Have a great
much.
day and stay warm.
You bet.
Try.
Thanks.
We got news coming up next with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102. 7:35 with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Health New England. They're here with you every step of the way. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagel. Turn that thing on.
Hang on,
There
I
you
gotta
go.
get. I'm getting my stuff together. It's so everything's discombobulated this morning.
Well, you need to be recombobulated.
I'm being recombobulated right now. Thank you, Max. Longtime Rock 102 morning host and Massachusetts Broadcaster Association Hall of Famer John O'Brien has passed away. Overnight, well, this was yesterday's story, but it's news today, too. After a 14-year battle with cancer just ahead of the start of the Mayflower Marathon. It's really weird reporting on this. Like, of all the stories that we've done over the years and other figures who may have passed away, it's very odd to be reading this. I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same way or not.
No, how do you not? I mean, you know, he's a part of this whole thing and our history. And like we said yesterday, I mean, my practically my entire adult life is
Mine
been
too.
associated with John O'Brien, the Mayflower Marathon, and the show we did for all those years.
Now his former colleagues and longtime listeners are paying tribute. Longtime Baxon O'Brien co-host Mike Baxendale. I don't know who that guy is. Said on social media on Monday that it was with tremendous sadness that he announced O'Brien's passing. Multiple officials offered their condolences online, including Hampden County Sheriff Nick Cochee, who said in part, John wasn't just the voice of many of us in Western Mass woke up to on Rock 102's morning show. He was a true friend, a loyal conversationalist, a man of warmth and wit, and someone whose larger-than-life radio persona masked a genuine kindness. He's talking about the same guy we know, right?
Yes, he's talking about the same guy.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
All right. I'm joking because I...
You know, here's the thing. We mentioned this yesterday, and this is actually true. We had plans to have him on the Mayflower Marathon. It's kind of a surprise for everybody, and we were going to announce it, just going to make it happen. And between Friday when we were cementing the plans and Sunday night, things sadly changed. But I like to think that there's a part of him that is still here, and a part of him that is still reading his paper and playing Candy Crush.
Well, I was doing that earlier, so he's here in spirit.
Yeah,
he's here in spirit, for sure.
You've taken over his traditions.
Mayor Domdom, also paying tribute to O'Brien, says in part, John fought a valiant public battle with his cancer challenges, which inspired many of us. I'm trying to do it very dramatically. He was a strong and proud supporter of our public safety officials, especially our police officers. Bada bing, bada boom, rest in peace, John O'Brien. I don't think he said bada bing.
No, he probably
didn't.
Boom. But there will be next week we're going to do. We'll be doing some things in John's honor, which I think will be really cool.
Yeah, it's just everything happened this week, and it was just like, okay, like this is awful, but this is also this other thing that we do here every year, and we have to kind of maneuver that. It's been a weird balance, I'll tell you that. And like I said, I have to stop going on social media and looking at anything because there's all these outpouring of support. It's really nice tributes, that people are putting out. So thank everybody for writing that stuff. Here's a reminder that liquor sales are banned in Massachusetts on Thanksgiving due to a law tracing back to the state's Puritan times.
Son of a bee.
No.
You know what? What happens if you're very, very thirsty on Thanksgiving?
That's what I'm getting. First of all, how alcoholic do you have to be that there's one day that you just don't buy booze?
Well, Steve, back in the old days when I was a youngster, they wouldn't sell booze to you on a Sunday. Can you imagine that?
Oh my! I remember those days.
You had to plan in advance your active functional alcoholism on a Saturday, which means. And this is before ATMs. You had to make sure you had enough money on a Friday to buy your booze either on a Friday enough to last through like Sunday, or go on a Saturday and buy enough booze for the 2 days of the weekend. It required a lot more work.
Oh, something's going on. What is going on out there?
Know.
Anyway, known as the Blue Law, the centuries-old rule prohibits liquor sales on Thanksgiving and Christmas, a rule that at least one lawmaker wants to change. Representative David Drinky McDrink-Linsky from Middlesex.
Thank you, David Drinky-Linsky.
Has introduced a bill every year since 2019. He's been doing this for almost 6 years. 2019 to remove the phrase Thanksgiving Day from the law to allow for liquor sales.
It is confounding to me that it's taken this man 6 years and he has seen no incremental progress in this. I mean, honestly, what's a functional alcoholic supposed to do on a Thanksgiving with no booze being sold on that special day?
This is a common sense bill that is intended to be the convenience to the public. Drinky McDrink told the Somerville Medford News Weekly. How many of us have needed to pick up a bottle of wine on Thanksgiving only to find out the liquor stores were closed? Then just don't have it for the day. It's one day that you.
What kind of former alcoholic are you to talk such poppycock?
But because I know that it really wasn't worth the time.
It's bad planning. Marty Caproni, everybody. Marty Caproni.
Yeah, I heard someone say this is awful, and then I showed up. So
yeah, well, here you are.
I think that you're judgmental now, Mr. Judgy Judge Pants.
I'm not judgmental. It doesn't. How bad do you need booze that? Oh my God. Thanksgiving and Christmas are the 2 days we can't
on an
buy booze.
honored.
How bad is your family is the better
That's
question.
right.
But how much of an inexperienced alcoholic are you that you didn't stock up enough
Okay,
to that one
that is a
day?
fair critique.
Let's say you're hosting, and let's say your family is loaded with alcoholics.
Yeah.
Well, by the end of the meal, or halfway through the meal, you could be completely cleared out of booze. Now, what are you supposed to do?
Listen, I told you, I used to wake up on Thanksgiving morning and run downstairs to go watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and all you could smell was Dad making stuffing and bourbon. That you could smell the bourbon as he was
awful.
drinking the bourbon as he's making the stuffing, the homemade stuffing.
Well, it's festive.
How is it that your childhood makes me sad?
Well,
I'm sad that you're sad about his childhood.
it's funny because I talk about what a bastard he could be when he was drinking, and there's so many people out there that have had the same exact experience. Like, yeah, well, your dad peed in the dishwasher, and my dad did it in the dresser drawer.
My last thought before I fell asleep last night was that sad story about your dog, Balboa.
Yeah, Balboa.
And I was like, Steve's dad was a piece of garbage.
He was.
That was my last thought before I went to bed.
By all means, he probably was.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not.
No, I'm
I
not
agree with
kidding.
you.
I agree with you, too. Yeah, I lived it.
It's amazing that he raised such a nice kid somehow.
Which
your
one?
Mom.
Which kid?
Well, Steve's brother.
I was going to say his sister's awful
sisters,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I was pretty much raised by my mom because,
Yeah, you could tell.
Dad was passed out most of the time.
See, and here I was putting bets up that he was raised by wolves.
It's
I was so wrong.
It's funny. He was a hard worker. He'd get up
Sure.
at 4 o'clock every day, and he would come home by 3 in the afternoon, and he'd
By the
drink a
way, that
six-pack.
was kind of being a parent back in the day that we
Yeah.
were kids, right? Like if you were the dad and you provided for your family, and you were around there on a Saturday or Sunday to say, "Good job, kid. Well, way to swing that bat," or whatever. That was it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a dad, you got to go pick up your kid, do this, schedule that, drop your kid off, do this,
Well,
have feelings.
Yeah, I know. That's
It's all the stuff that makes you kind of want to drink on Thanksgiving, which goes back to my earlier point.
He says this is a common sense bill that is intended to be the convenience for the public. Last week, however, lawmakers sent the bill to study, a move that is used to quietly kill a bill. The state's blue laws, which businesses may legally operate on Sundays and some legal holidays. Special rules apply to factories and mills. Factories and mills?
What?
You can drink at factories and mills on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and the sale of alcoholic beverages. The law means that the stores cannot sell alcoholic beverages on Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day. The party pooper law.
Yeah, right. You should
Right?
be able to drink silly on the Lord's Day.
I like that they have an exception for factory mills. It's like, remember old Three Finger Johnson who used to celebrate Thanksgiving?
What, a few years after my dad died, my brother and I go on a fishing trip with one of his former coworkers, and the guy starts telling us how they were train engineers and a crew on a train. The dispatcher would call the bar to call the crew to go to work because they knew that's where they were. This was before the Federal Railroad Administration came in and took over and put on these stupid laws.
And to be fair, if not that anyone should approve of driving heavy, especially commercial transportation and drinking.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna pick a vehicle, train's a pretty good one. You know what I mean? It's not like you can get pulled over and be like, "You were saw you swerving back there."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're straight on the
You're
rail.
straight
Yeah.
track. Yeah.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be cloudy with a rain shower this afternoon, possibly a high of 52. Tomorrow, rain with a high of 56. It is 39 here in downtown Springfield outside of the South End Market of MGM Springfield. We're here for the open pantry. We'll be here till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Drop off your non-perishable food donations or make a cash donation online at rock102.com. I'm Steve Nagel, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
You need more customers for your business to grow, right?
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
7:53. This hour brought to you by the law offices of Alekman DeTusa, attorneys at law. When you're thinking of the law, you're thinking of Alekman DeTusa attorneys.
You know what? You told me to think about heating last hour. I was thinking about heating. You told me to think about lawyers, and I think Alekman and DeTusa. You are just the mind reader.
I tell you what, I'm bringing it to the table today, Steve. You know, every year we try to improve the Mayflower Marathon in little tiny ways, but this year I think this may be the best one we've ever done, and I'll tell you why. The chairs under the tent have been festooned with very comfortable seat cushions. And I have to tell you, my tender behind in years past has frozen solid right to these chairs in the past.
Yeah.
I have never been more comfortable than I am right at this very moment. But a major improvement to the entire affair.
What I think it was Larry David that he left he had some issues.
Yeah.
And he left a stain on the cushions of I believe it was what was his name on the show? Bob Einstein.
Marty.
Yeah. I think he left a stain on Marty. He had a leaky much like a leaky balloon knot, like from the Mass State Police.
I remember
the whole
that.
episode was based around that. So let's not leave that. I'm just these were donated for us to use,
right?
So just make sure we don't bequeath them.
I will be sure to keep my bequeathing to myself.
Yes.
$72,457 raised so far at the Mayflower Marathon, and that is before Mr. Drysdale sent a check. Hey, I want to turn that thing on there, Marty.
Marty.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
All right, it's on.
I'm a professional.
Oh, there you go. Okay, gotcha. All right, perfect.
We couldn't hear you. That's why.
Speaking of professional comedians, comedian Bob Marley is going to be joining us
Oh,
next
that
hour.
guy's a real professional. That's a good.
I thought he was the dead Rastafarian that Western Mass News didn't know who he was.
R.I.P. Big Ups.
Did you hear that yesterday?
Yeah.
She didn't know.
She didn't know.
She's like, Bob Marley, he's dead. And I'm like, it's not the same Bob Marley. It's a different Bob Marley.
Who would name their kid Bob Marley, knowing that Bob Marley would die one day in the early 80s?
I bet you it's probably not even his real name.
Actually, it is his real name. Yes,
Yeah.
he has stuck with it for all these years. But he's one of the best, and so we'll be talking to him after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Bob Marley. He's always the one of the funniest guys that we have on the show.
No offense, Marty. I mean, you're doing your job.
I mean, I'm right here, Steve. I'm right here.
I'm just saying that for Tom Cotter.
Oh.
That's right.
That low level hack.
Oh, please.
That comes on the show every day.
But his wife, Carrie Louise, will be joining us later on today, too.
Yes, the funnier half of the Tom Cotter family.
Oh, God.
Not only that, but get a load of this. Who else is going to be on the show today?
Who?
We'll have Fitzy from TownieNews.com.
There you go.
And Scott Zolak will be joining us around 3:45 today.
Oh, hey, how about that?
There you
That's
go.
going to be
Get
a
all
good time.
zooted up on Sweet and Low
Oh,
and talk
yeah.
to Scotty Z.
Oh,
That's it.
We have things to talk about in the Sweet and Low department.
That's for sure.
The pink packet chooses you. You don't choose the pink packet.
It's Paxton Nagel. It's the Mayflower Marathon. Donate now. Go online to rock102.com or stop by MGM Springfield and drop out for your donation for the Open Pantry at Rock
This hour of the
102.
Mayflower Marathon is proudly supported by All States Materials Group. Donate in person at MGM Springfield or online at rock102.com. Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
I swear this Mayflower Marathon is getting in the way of our great conversation.
I know.
Back to the studio.
Yeah, we're having a phone. Listen, Bob Marley. We can't get a hold of him right now, and if that happens, we'll put him on. And if we have to reschedule for later in the day, we will. But we were like, hey, let's talk about cell phones because I just dropped my cell phone,
Yeah.
and then we got into this conversation about OtterBoxes, and then Dan told the story about how he had his phone ran over with an OtterBox on it, and it survived.
right.
You can join in on this conversation, Dan, if you'd like.
I actually ran my own phone over. I ran it over. It
Are
was
you sure it wasn't Kim running you over?
She was chasing me, but I was very evasive. A little left, a little to the right.
It's like getting away from the cops.
The thing is, I left the radio station here, right? And I put my phone on my wheel well, and I drove almost all the way home. Actually, I did drive all the way home before I realized it was missing. Then I did the find your phone thing, and I drove back to where my phone was, and I pulled over to the side of the road, and there was my phone just laying there in the road. As I started to walk up to pick it up, a car went by me, and he swerved and actually ran over my phone. And I picked it up, and it had an OtterBox, and the phone was fine, even after being run over. So there.
This is so much better than Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah. You're absolutely right.
I could do it with a Maine accent if that would help.
Yeah.
Actually, Bob has done this before where he couldn't talk to us at a scheduled time.
that's
Remember the year where his dog ate the pies in the back of his car and he couldn't talk to us, and he said, "I'll call you back. The dogs are eating the pies."
That's right. He's probably got some other kind of weird. That's how he creates experiences for his comedy, though.
It's true. It's true.
He's a master.
I'm still stuck on the fact that Dan put his cell phone in the wheel well. He said it.
Well, it wasn't actually the
nonchalantly.
wheel. I was just sitting on top of the fender.
Okay.
It's a Wrangler, so those things are flat. You can actually have a picnic on it if you like.
Now,
nice.
I was going to say, did you put it next to the tracking device that was on your car?
A funny thing, like a month ago, I buy those Pedialyte things, the 3X hydration things every once in a while, like hydrate myself.
Sure.
And I had taken it out of the car and I had put it on top of the minivan next to the ski rack thing.
Sure.
And I drove. I forgot it was there. And I went to Rock 102. I went to Holyoke after that, and I came all the way back home, and I realized the Pedialyte's still on the roof of the car. I don't know how it didn't fall off.
It's like a miracle.
Well, that is a fascinating story.
Hey, how about every once in a while?
More fascinating. Huh?
I say, how about every once in a while when you hear the story about somebody that takes the car seat out and
leaves it on the roof?
Puts it on the roof and then drives off. I forgot the kid was up there.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that many times. Many times. Yeah. You can't forget the car seat on top of the car. That's probably like the one thing.
Really
Steve's telling us sad stories from his childhood, so that checks out. I can picture him being on the
Well,
roof of the car.
I was trying to smooth things off with a Pedialyte story, but it didn't really work out for me that well.
Pedialyte, kid in a car seat. What's the difference?
Good times. Here we are at the Mayflower. What's the latest total we got here?
The latest total, Steve, is about $72,000, which is great for day two, and usually Tuesday is the busy day. So you try to put that into perspective, which means just because we say it's the busy day doesn't mean it's too busy for you to get down here. The process of entering your car with your donation is very, very smooth and very, very quick. And if it does start raining, you don't even have to get out of your car.
How about that? That's pretty great.
And we got a lot of volunteers. By the way, thanks to all of our volunteers this year. We've had a good group of people. They've been around the entire time. They're working hard. They're getting stuff done, packing the trucks, unloading cars.
In the spirit of our late co-host, I saw the first sign of Christmas with a giant truck full of Christmas trees driving by on 91 the other day. That's how you know Christmas is in town.
I would have thought it was the calendar that made it so clear.
I can hear the trucks honking as they drive by because I'm standing out there pulling my arm down, waiting for them to beep the horn.
Oh yeah, $72,000, man. That's a pretty good start. But again, as you know, food insecurity is a much bigger problem than $72,000 can solve. So let's get on the stick. And again, if you can't come down to MGM Springfield, very simple. Just go to rock102.com. We link the PayPal page with the open pantry. You can pay them directly from your credit card or from your bank account.
It is wildly convenient.
We've made this so simple. It used to be you had to drive all the way to the Basketball Hall of Fame, go behind the building, try to find our tent, put a bag in our hands, and we had to slowly pack the one truck we have. Well, now it's a full operation where we have about 100 volunteers making this work in a very smooth way.
And there was no parking down there at all. At all.
I remember at the Hall of Fame, I remember dragging a bag of rice at like 1 a.m, like it was a body, and there was nobody to help me, and there was nothing. And now you look at this place, and it runs like a sweatshop.
Well, see, things turn around very quickly.
Back then, it was not unusual to someone really dragging a body around the river.
It's true.
You know what else? You know what else is not unusual? To be loved by anyone.
Yeah, I know. That's the truth. So true.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
Yeah, well, that's also true.
Yeah.
We have what else we got coming up?
Carrie Louise
Carrie
coming up later on this morning.
Told you about Scott Zolak. Zolak, he and I were texting the other day, and they were in Cincinnati, and we'll talk to him about this. We're texting and just securing that he was going to be on this week, and he says, "You're not going to believe this." I said, "What?" He said, "No sweet and lows in this hotel."
Oh, boy.
At all. And I said, "You know what? I would rip that place apart, Keith Moon style." And you would not believe his response. And then I screenshot it to Steve, and I said, "I think Scott Zolak is our kind of guy."
He is our kind of guy.
Because
he's very.
Because he suggested an active vengeance, which I thought in most cases would get us booted off the air.
Although
but I respect that wholeheartedly.
I will call him out for being unprofessional. I mean, a pro sweet and low consumer would always carry some sort, even if it's 1 or 2 packets.
with you?
Yeah.
You keep them in your wallet like they're prophylactics?
I got them right now.
All right.
I got them right in my back pocket.
Is this a prophylactic rapper?
Yes, it is I remember the next line. A prophylactic. But yeah, we'll talk to Scott Zolak this afternoon. There's all these people coming down. I love the volunteers. The volunteers come out from all different groups, all different folks. We had the union here yesterday. AMR was nice enough to drop off a huge donation yesterday, which was pretty amazing. They stuffed that entire ambulance full of food.
The food kept coming out. I don't know where they were pulling it out from.
Yeah.
And they had a big check.
They had a big check.
And they didn't have anybody lying on the gurney on that thing. They just
nobody on the gurney.
No, they didn't pack food around the sick person or whatever.
It's and now the unfortunate piece is, the good thing is they didn't put blood as a donation. Because they almost had cranberry sauce for a transfusion if you needed one in the thing, but we got it all squared away.
Well, that's good, because I can't tell you how many times during a Thanksgiving I wish my blood would actually replace cranberry sauce.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, this morning's great. I'm drinking Tandem Bagel coffee and eating a bagel, which is nice.
Listen, Tandem Bagel is pretty good. We had Autumn Mist Farms yesterday.
He's awesome.
Can't beat that meat.
But Tandem did a good job today.
The shaved steak. I had the shave. It was like a steak and cheese.
That was very good.
Steak, egg, and cheese.
Listen, I'm a Chicopee guy, so you know me with kielbasa. Very dedicated, very Blue Seal oriented for kielbasa. I love them.
Right.
But I got to be honest. I had the Autumn Mist kielbasa, thinking I was gonna be judgy about it. Yeah. But it was delicious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was
Listen,
really delicious.
They do a hell of a job over there.
He's legit.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
You don't get to see the slaughterhouse though. That's kind of what I want to go see.
Yeah. No, I think you're better. You'd never want to do that again.
That's your childhood again. That's your terrible childhood.
Yeah. Well, don't you always want to see where something
the pain?
comes from?
You want to see the pain?
No, there's a reason why they tell you don't want to see how sausage is made.
Yeah.
There are scientific, psychological reasons.
What are you talking about? I ground up pork and I put it in my KitchenAid mixer meat sausage.
That's
thing.
fine if you're making your own, but if on the industrial end of sausage making, that's what you don't want to see.
Like the beginning to the end, you don't want to see the beginning.
Right.
You would just want to jump in the middle after the process of meat has
this raw sausage I'm tasting now, just to flavor it, needs more testicles and rat hairs in it. It's going to need more of that.
More testicles and rat hairs, everybody.
You know what this needs? More entrails. Let's start grinding away.
Do you think there's a guy, like one of the guys at the thing? He's the testicle and what did you call it? Testicle
entrail.
Entrail. The testicle and entrail guy.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like his sole job. All he does all day long is deal with the testicles and the entrails.
And he had to work up to that position.
Yeah.
That had to work up. Look at this. Look at that. The
courthouse.
Courthouse
it's the court
people here.
Oh, now
that's awesome.
Now the DA
Look at that.
is here.
Yeah.
We're going to have to talk with DA Anthony Gallooni.
I'll have to ask him if it's okay to call him Tony, because
his name is Anthony.
I know, and I called him Tony accidentally. He just kind of blurted out. I felt.
Don't you just say honorable? Isn't that the default with anyone?
I should have, but we were in a CVS looking at cards together, and I felt like I said, "Good to see you, Tony." I'm like, "Oh my God, should I have called him that?"
That's really informal. That's like Tony the Tiger.
It's too informal.
It's too informal. I called him Harvey Dent last year, and you lost your shiznit.
Yeah, right.
Why?
Because I thought that was disrespectful.
Well,
and yet here I'm wrong.
Well, maybe we won't call him that.
Maybe not this year. Again, it's Bax and Nagel. We're at the Mayflower Marathon along with Marty Caproni. We'll have more about the Mayflower Marathon coming up soon at Rock 102.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
Doing pretty good. I think the last update we had was about $72,457.02. What? Oh, I'm sorry. $74,928.13. So we get a little bump every time we come back on the air. It bumps up a little bit more.
Moving on up.
Yeah, and I think now it's going up because Bax isn't here. He's out doing an interview with the news station right now. So it's like, this is weird. It's like it's like I'm not the guy that does the intro on the show. Like I'm just the backup singer. You know what I mean?
Listen, now you're in the big time, kid.
Yeah, I know.
You're
the
in the bright lights.
Maybe I should sit in his seat too while I'm here. But we are outside the South End Market at MGM Springfield. It's the Mayflower Marathon. You come down like you're going to the parking garage, and when you drive in through I think it's East Columbus. It's East Columbus Avenue, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of the Columbus Avenues.
No, West
you
Columbus
come in,
is on the other side. This is East Columbus.
Right. So just make sure you're going the right way on whatever roadway you're traveling here to get here. And then when you come in from Columbus Avenue, you exit through State Street. But when you come in, there's all these volunteers out here who are working hard, and they're ready to just take the stuff out of your car. There's no waiting. There's no... maybe a couple of seconds while they take all the stuff out of your car, and then they're off on their way.
You don't even have to get out of your car, but if you choose to, you could always stop and get a hot cocoa and say hi.
Hot cocoa with marshmallows.
They do have marshmallows. I wouldn't have told everyone that because I'm kind of hoarding the marshmallows to myself.
Bax did this marrying of the marshmallows yesterday.
You were so upset by that.
Well, you know what it is? I used to work in the restaurant industry years ago, and they used to marry the ketchups. Did you ever see how they used to do that?
My favorite.
It was at Pizzeria Uno's at the Holyoke Mall,
Yeah.
and they had this like carousel, and you'd put in all the glass bottles of ketchup on the top, the ones that were like half full.
Yeah.
And you'd put a bottle underneath, and it would
Funnel down in.
slowly fill each bottle.
I mean, that does sound disgusting.
Yeah.
Not marshmallows, though.
Remember the old commercials where the guy would stand at the top of the building and start pouring the Heinz ketchup, and then he would go all the way down to the bottom of the building and
catch
the ketchup on his hot dog?
Yeah.
What happened to the rest of the bottle? They never showed. The guy just probably wasted an entire bottle of ketchup.
They never did, but just for the record, not to reignite a feud.
Well, we can do it.
I'm just saying.
We can do it.
That guy was my favorite because he caught it in a hot dog.
Yeah, but look how
Not a hamburger.
Look how
hot dog.
But look how stupid he was.
He was not. He had his own building. You know,
it wasn't his building. How do you? Now you're making it up like he was the landlord.
Yeah,
he was the Schneider of the.
I was citing a good backstory to my character.
Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Romano. Yeah. What's his name? Anyway, we are here again at MGM Springfield. We're going to be here till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we got lots of stuff coming up later on today, and we will tell you more about that coming up. It's 8:32. We got news coming up next at Rock 102.
Here's your Western Mass News first.
Hey, it is 8:35 here at Rock 102 at the Mayflower Marathon outside of MGM Springfield. It is time for news, and it is brought to you by absolutely nobody, although this hour of the Mayflower Marathon is brought to you by All States Materials Group. When you think All States Materials, you think All States Materials Group.
What kind of materials do you think those are, Steve?
Pretty good ones, I'm sure. Pretty good ones. So, it's funny because we're here. Bax is out doing an interview with Western Mass News. He's live on TV right now.
I wanted to go out there and dance in the background. Yeah, it's like TikTok dance, but
we were just like anticipating, waiting to see him on camera, and sure he is. There's this big mug right on Western Mass News, and man, He's doing us solid. I'm trying
good.
to. Are you all right over there?
Yeah, no, I'm great. I'm doing double duty. I'm talking to you, and then out of the corner of my eye, I'm watching Bax with his giant light on.
John O'Brien, former radio personality on Rock 102 in Western Massachusetts, has passed away after battling cancer. John, who was inducted into the Massachusetts Broadcasting Hall of Fame a few years ago, was well known as the former host on Rock 102's morning show, Bax and O'Brien. He was a radio personality for 40 years. Very bittersweet, said Mike Baxendale, a co-host of the Bax and Nagel show. I've never heard of that. A lot of time and work went into what we did together, and we will miss him quite a lot. John recently appeared on 22 News' In Focus with Patrick Berry and discussed his career in broadcasting and how he developed into a radio show host. He also talked about his cancer diagnosis. He said he was diagnosed with melanoma 4 times, the latest metastatic, I don't even know how to say it. It's the bad one. Stage 4 cancer. It spread into multiple organs such as lungs and liver. He was battling that for like 14 years. And I said this last hour. It's very weird to be talking about this.
To be reading the report of one of your dear friends. Yeah.
Well, for years, him and I would be reading the news, and he would be commentating on somebody who passed away in the area or something. There was every once in a while there'd be somebody iconic as he is and was, and it's just weird being in this position, having to talk about somebody you knew for so long. And
he's a legend and has definitely left his mark here.
Yeah,
Newman died.
Yeah, Newman died.
How was your TV
we
interview?
we saw you on TV.
I got to tell you,
we were watching you.
I'm not lying to you. I was spectacular. I was amazing.
You almost said fantastic and spectacular at the same time.
It's fantastic is what it is.
It could have come out bad for us.
No, Reagan Stoddard asked great questions. She's going to be back here tomorrow to see the Rip Roaring finale. So Western Mass News doing their thing. And by the way, Matt Price last night was here late.
I love that guy's great.
Hanging out.
They were getting a little annoyed with me back at the studio. Just a little annoyed.
Yeah, see, in the past, Steve has done things on live television that live television was not prepared for.
Yeah. But I can't fall. I wanted to, while your interview, I wanted to grab a bag of food out of the truck and have him be like, hey, and run by the background, but no one wanted me to do it.
He wasn't particularly upset about it. It was the people back at the studio that were like, get him out of the shot. And then he turned. I said, why? What's the big deal? And he goes, it's an in memoriam segment for John O'Brien. And I'm like, and he would have wanted it that
100%.
Absolutely. What's wrong? Nobody listens to this show.
Well, I mean, listen, I understand people's desire to be, emotional and everything, and for good reason. We are too. We're certainly mourning it.
But
it's
different when you knew the person and you knew what kind of humor he would have appreciated or been annoyed by, and we will do both.
I don't think I've ever spent more than 5 minutes with John and thought to myself, reverent. There's an adjective that I have, reverent. That's a guy who's very reverent.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever an adjective that described him.
I think he would have been insulted by it.
Yeah. We were going through some old pictures yesterday. Aaron was going through a bunch to do like a.
It's actually
gallery.
It's actually up on the Rock 102 page on Facebook.
There were a couple of pictures from, and I'm not going to get into the details of why this is the case, but one of our live shows, there was a picture in which we both looked at it and say, "Oh hell no,
we
you're
can't
not
put that one up.
Not putting that one up."
Okay, but we did have that picture at the roast.
That's true.
We did.
You're right. Yes, that picture was up at the roast.
It was up at the roast, and that was very dark. But that was over 10 years ago.
Yeah,
that was 2015.
Right, but it was as dark then as it was way back then, and even darker now. So, I think
too soon.
I say it may always be too soon.
Yeah.
30 years from now, it'll be too soon.
It was too soon 10 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, a man has been sentenced in connection with an alleged failed murder-for-hire plot. Melissa Sipple, spokesperson for the Northwestern DA's office, said that 44-year-old Hector Neves, a former inmate at the Franklin County Jail, pleaded guilty to several solicitations to commit a crime, charges related to murder, intimidation of a witness, and distributing fentanyl and crack cocaine as well. The charges, Sipple explained, came following efforts by Neves to recruit another inmate to murder a female victim who was scheduled to testify against him in an upcoming Hampden County Superior Court trial. Neves was held on bail on that matter and was housed at the jail pending trial. The failed plot came to the attention of law enforcement in July of 2024, which triggered a joint investigation by the state police detectives and the Franklin County Sheriff's Office and the Northwestern DA's Anti-Crime Task Force. A grand jury indictment was handed up by a Franklin County grand jury in October of 2024. Neves is already serving a 7 to 9 year state prison sentence for after pleading guilty to the Hampden County case in which the female victim was scheduled to testify against him. And now he's going to be in there a lot longer.
That's Franklin County, huh?
Yeah, I know. That's like the last
Greenfield.
That's the last place you want to be.
Place known for its criminal masterminds.
On the other hand, it's so hard to find good help these days.
Can you imagine that? You save all your commissary money, you trade in honey buns, and you're like, can you murder this person for me? Only for 3 extra honey buns. And the guy gets the 3 extra honey buns, and then he turns around and blows you in.
Rats
you out. And then all of a sudden, now not only are you doing extra time, but you are down 3 honey buns.
And he's ratting you out with a honey glaze all over his chin.
Yeah.
Ah.
Man.
All right. Okay, wait a minute. 3 honey buns, some zigzag papers, maybe some zebra strike cakes, and some cigarettes. And that's it.
Throw in
that's
a little Debbie holiday cake, the holiday tree cake.
You mean
yeah, right.
A Colt 45 and 2 zigzags? Baby, that's all we need. Go to the bar after dark and smoke that tumbleweed. And as the marijuana burns, we can take our turn singing that dirty rat song. Stop and hit the bong like Cheech and Chong. Straight from here to Hong Kong. Said roll your joint. Pull out the seeds and stems.
What? Oh, I love the Eagles. Anyway.
Oh, okay. It's good. Oh, maybe because we're talking too much. The signal is cutting out on the microphones. Let's see. A Michigan veterinarian was sentenced to 10 days in jail on Monday for refusing to return a dog to a homeless man after finding the ailing pit bull mix tied to a truck. Amanda Herdinger's lawyer asked for 120 hours of community service for the misdemeanor larceny conviction, but Grand Rapids Judge Angela Ross said jail was more appropriate, plus $1,000 in restitution. A year ago, Herdinger was in Grand Rapids for a professional conference when she saw a 16-year-old dog tied to a truck near a coffee shop. She said she took him to her clinic 2 hours away, cleared up a severe urinary tract infection, and removed a rotten tooth. Prosecutors charged her Gardner after she refused to bring the dog back to Chris Hamilton, a Grand Rapids man who lacked a permanent home at the time. She cited her ethical duties as a veterinarian and noted that the dog was not licensed. A jury, however, convicted her at a 2-day trial.
First of all, she served our country. You know?
She's not a veteran. She's a veterinarian.
Oh, I heard that wrong.
Right. It's a 16-year-old dog?
And
and it had a bad tooth?
Bad tooth?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's actually doing pretty good.
His name is Lucky.
Well, again, you want to take the dog off the bumper, even at 16.
I don't know. I mean, if she was, I understand. Like the homeless guy the dog was his companion.
Yeah.
She already fixed the dog. Just give the dog back to the guy and load him up with some food. I mean, if it's 16 years old, how
16 is 112 years old in human years. Obviously, the guy was doing something right by the dog.
You know, my dog is 72.
Real Wally?
Yeah.
My dog's 12.
Really?
Yeah. Lou is 12.
Jeez.
12. Yeah, and we can't do the math. Well, how many is that in dog years?
12?
7 times 12.
I can do that math. 84.
It's 84.
How? Look at this mathematician over here.
Yeah,
2 idiots who don't know how to do math, and then all of a sudden this guy's got.
Steve.
I went to school.
I
did.
I can't do complicated math like that.
Are you sure you can't?
I'm positive.
All right. Well,
I only said 82 because that's what he said.
Smarty Marty Pants over here knows how to do math.
Well,
look at that.
The
Huh?
worst subject.
Oh yeah, you nerd. Well, I was out watching He-Man in the afternoon. You were doing math workbooks.
Bro, I watched He-Man too. You want to talk some Grayskull right to me?
Bob Marley just texted and said, we have a plumber here at the house trying to unclog our septic, and I totally got wrapped up with that. How did you know he was going to be involved in some sort of
I'm telling this is the dog and the pies all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's either an elaborate setup or he's just living a Maine life. That's a Maine life.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can get him on later today. We are outside the South End Market at MGM Springfield. It is the Mayflower Marathon, raising non-perishable food donations and cash donations for the Open Pantry. Come on down here. We're going to be here till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That is the very latest you can be here. And you can donate online if you can't get here, rock102.com. Going to be cloudy today with a rain shower later tonight with a high of 52. It is 42 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagel, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Black Friday is here. At least.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
It's I got to tell you, I got a new total.
What do we got?
Before we get into anything here, and we will be getting into something here in just a second. The last time we told you of a total, it was $72,457.
Yeah.
We have now reached the $81,738 mark. That is outstanding.
That's awesome.
That's
That is
fantastic.
way awesome.
We got and we've had a number of people here. The folks in the probate court were down here making a donation.
Yeah.
Just outstanding stuff. We appreciate everybody that's been coming by here all morning long.
All
and we
right.
still got 11 schools left to go.
Yeah, well, here's one school that's here. Speaking of people on probation, it's Steve Forney from Westfield Technical Academy. You're really not on the probation.
I'm actually not supposed to be within 500 feet of a school, but they let me keep showing up every day, so I figured I'd teach.
Imagine that.
Well, here you are, and the kids came down here. What's your name?
Will. My name's Will.
You had something to say. You were saying something.
Yes, they wanted to give you guys shirts to make you guys official Tigers.
Whoa,
Official Tigers. How about that?
I've been called worse.
Ooh, I feel like a tiger now.
Yeah.
They're great.
These are some cool shirts, man. These are awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Westfield Technical Academy. That's awesome.
Thank you. Now all you kids want to be in the broadcasting business. Wow, what a disappointing career.
No.
to get into. Yeah.
Listen, be encouraging to these young students, these youngsters with their bright-eyed optimism and the like.
Yeah, we appreciate you making the shirts for us, and you guys obviously come down here to volunteer and bring some donations down.
Yeah, we brought what we could. In fact, most of these kids hopped right in the trailer and just started unloading stuff. We got a big load that came in a little minute ago, and they all just hopped in and started unloading. So they hopped right in. It was great.
That's what it's all about. It's about getting everybody together and doing it. You're head of the program over there at Westfield Technical for the radio broadcasting class?
Yeah, correct. So we do everything from podcast. I try not to steer away from radio, as you know why. But no podcasting, TV, anything with a microphone and a video camera, we do. So
yeah, that's awesome. By the way, Steve, for people who may not know, is also the voice of your Springfield Thunderbirds.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about that.
And I should say, I think you would agree that our handling of those T-shirt cannons on Friday night was a thing of inspiration.
It was impressive, especially watching the goalie shoot it directly into absolutely nobody. He shot it into an empty section. There was nobody there. And I was like, well, Bax and Nagel did a better job. So.
But did they find the one up in the rafters that I shot up there?
I think they're still looking for it. I think they sent some interns up there.
It's hanging. It's hanging up there
that's
somewhere.
awesome.
It's like my retired jersey. That's how I see that. I'm an honorary member of the Springfield Thunderbirds, and that's my retired jersey hanging from the ceiling up there. So, well, we appreciate you guys coming down here.
I just want to say, sorry, your condolences. What you guys do here is amazing. I know he was such a massive part of it. And I don't know what happens when you guys decide to finally hang it up with stuff like this. Like, there's people that need stuff, and there are people that want to help, and you guys are the bridge of the two things. And what you guys do is so important. It's awesome, and I know you will reflect on it eventually, but my condolences, and I'm really happy to have this here in the community going forward because you guys are crushing it. So,
well, thank you, Steve.
Yeah,
we appreciate that quite a lot.
And money's on the table for you over there too.
Yeah, and not to throw out numbers here, but I only have 2,119 days before I can retire from this godforsaken business.
Yeah,
but
he's counting them out now.
See, he can do math when it's that.
Who's counting?
You know what? It might be the Pat Kelly and Steve Nagel Mayflower Marathon one day. You never know.
For the sake of this community, let's hope that doesn't come to this.
You never know what's going to happen.
And here we thought we were in the darkest days.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys for coming down here and helping out. We appreciate it. So
thank you so much, guys. And have a great Thanksgiving to all of you. Fantastic. Again, we are at better than $81,000 right now at the Mayflower Marathon. We got a long way to go before we start chipping away at food insecurity in the area, so we need your help.
We do need your help. We need your help. You can go online to rock102.com, make a cash donation via PayPal, and you don't even have to come down here, but you can still contribute.
All right. It's Bax and Nagel.
Now,
and Marty,
let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield.
Rock 102.
Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
It's 9:10 with Bax and Nagel and Rock 102. This hour is brought to you by the folks at Freedom Credit Union. When you're thinking of credit, you're thinking of Freedom Credit Union.
Get out of my head, Bax.
Thank
I
you.
was just thinking of freedom and credit, and you said it, and here we are.
Steve, it's like I read minds.
Yeah, you're the great Kreskin.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, he passed away. You're the new Kreskin.
I'm the new Kreskin.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Right.
$81,738.13. I want to thank that person that chipped in that 13 cents.
Damn.
That's going to put us over the top. But that is far from taking a big dent out of food insecurity. We definitely need your help at the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield or online at rock102.com.
And I heard my best friend's sister's boyfriend's girlfriend heard from this guy who's dating this girl that Ryan Walsh from the Springfield Police is here. Ryan Walsh, how are you, bud?
It must be pretty serious.
It must be very serious.
I look every week, and I'm so disappointed. Christy Swanson is no longer on Cameo. I keep waiting to get one for you to bring it back. And one day she'll return, and my $35 will get her saying that, rekindling her most famous role.
I think that she's probably got a better role right now, and she doesn't need the money. But like you said, when she needs the money again, she'll be back on Cameo. So we could get that.
As the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase once said, everyone's got a price.
Obviously, you worked at...
Listen to him.
I know.
Old school.
He's going very
WWF
old
wrestling.
school. I like it.
Wow.
Listen, you obviously worked at 22 News in the past. Have you watched lately? Like, don't they all look like kids? It's like
they're born after 9/11. It's scary.
Now, how old were you when you started? Because you were probably in your 20s, right?
I came here from upstate New York, so I was working for a couple years, but I started when I was 26, and I was one of the younger people then, and now everyone is just fresh out of school.
So I wanted to make the reference to you that it reminds me of the TV show Kids Incorporated. You remember that? Where
sure.
All the kids had a TV station, and they were KIDS. I'm like, those are those two gals on 22 in the morning with they're like,
I didn't have a lot of channels as a kid, but when Disney had that free preview week, I would watch Kids Incorporated. It was perfect.
Those girls were probably the ones that did the reading of the announcements at school during high school, and now this is the next step up.
This is what they've come. This is what they come to. Now look
Absolutely.
at you. You're an seasoned old fart now. Look at you.
yeah.
You really have grown up
Been
in
at the
our
police
eyes.
department for 8 years now, so.
Have you really? It's been 8 years?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe that. That's awesome. Good for you.
And today we've got a big police academy, so we have 67 recruits. They all filled up a brown bag of canned goods and just delivered them here. So
that's awesome.
57 are headed to Springfield, and a couple recruits going to Holyoke, East Hampton, Palmer, and the Sheriff's Department. So very large academy class, our largest one in years.
Well, we always appreciate what you folks do for the community. And I do just a couple of semantic questions about the police academy. So when does the class start? When do they get people enrolled and is it like Sally Struthers enrolling you into the?
No, I don't think so. There's no Tackleberry or Hightower either.
You remember that? You remember that commercial?
Yes.
And now I'm a medical secretary. That's what she would say at the end of the commercial. But when does it start? When
so
is
there's a civil service exam that's every year or two that the state does, and then our academy comes out. Usually we run 2 every 18 months. There's 6 months academies. So this one started in November, and it will run till about April or May, and then they'll likely start up another one come November again.
Oh, so it's only once a year that they go through.
They usually do 6
Yeah.
months, take some time off depending on our vacancies, and then start another class. But they're 6-month academies, and there's usually a couple months in between them.
Do you walk around there like every once in a while, pop in, act like Lou Gossett Jr. and say, "What's your major malfunction, cadet?"
The best is one
I
of
got nowhere else to go.
That's right.
so the Full Metal Jacket type guy, Lee
Yeah.
Lee Ermey.
Lee Emery. Yeah.
So in the academy, one of the initial guys who was similar to him, he's the screamer that everyone's afraid of. On the side, he is a goes in dog shows and walks with these little puppies, and he's the nicest guy in the world. And you would never imagine the difference from day one at the academy to see him at the Big E or Westminster walking around a little puppy.
But you have to be a little rough around the edges in order to make sure we get disciplined officers. Here
Absolutely.
in the city,
Yeah, that's right. So if like your dog Wally, where didn't have his foot locker locked and he had a jelly donut inside, and all of a sudden he was forced to eat it while everybody else in the kennel had to do push-ups.
Wally, what is that in your foot locker?
What is your major malfunction there, Wally?
It was a coffee ring Entenmann's, Dad. That's what he said. But
I like you. Maybe I'll introduce you to my sister.
all right, you know what? I really want to go into the full vulgar part of it, but we cannot do that because we are regulated by the Federal Communications Commission.
That's why I cleaned it up.
Yep. Well, you know what? We'll get into it after we get off the air. How about that? Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for what you do. This is amazing. And year after year, you keep, especially this year. I know there's huge food insecurities, especially in this area. So this is going to be a huge help for everyone.
Yeah, and thank you guys and all the folks that work at the SPD helping us day in and day out here in the city of Springfield.
Great. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
All right,
it.
Ryan Walsh with the Springfield Police Department, and formerly Ryan Walsh.
Ryan Walsh. 22 News.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good to
now
see
he's
you.
like the granddad if you ever went back. Back in my day when all you kids weren't even born yet when I started my career.
Right, it's good to see you. It's 9:16 with Bax and Nagel at the Mayflower Marathon, Rock 102.
Life's loud. Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
Yeah, turn your mic on there. It is we're at the Mayflower Marathon here at MGM Springfield outside the South End Market. Are you connected?
No.
Oh, here we are. Hey, how are you? Good. How are you?
Hey, I'm delighted to say that we're doing pretty good, and the Hampden County DA's office has arrived, and I don't know if it's appropriate to call you by your first name or derivations of nicknames, but that time we were in CVS together, I accidentally called you Tony, and after I said it, I'm like, not sure I should have said that. Not sure I'm familiar enough to him to say that.
I want to. It was a special moment. I feel much closer to you now, Mike.
Oh,
we're on a first name basis, so you can call me Tony anytime you want.
All right, T. There you go.
All right,
He
we're
said
good. Tony. He
All
didn't
right,
say
Tony.
T.
Okay,
Don't
Tony.
do that to him.
All right.
I
Well,
apologize for my disrespectful co-host.
I'm used to it. It's what I expect when I come on, so I wouldn't have it any other way.
So let's talk about what you guys have done here. This is amazing.
This is actually our 10th year, Steve and Mike, of participating with you and your great effort to support people in need in Western Massachusetts through the Mayflower Marathon. So we started by publicizing this in the office. So many people who work in the Hampden District Attorney's Office came forward generously and provided food and money. And then we were at the Wilbraham Big Y this past Saturday. Big group of us collecting money, and folks were great out there. Big Y was a great partner. So we're here today to deliver all the food and to support people in need here at this special holiday season.
Were you were out there on Saturday?
I
right?
was, yeah.
So is it like an intimidation factor? Like, hey, you want to
Yeah,
grease up the DA a little bit?
I yell at people. I use guilt tactics. We do anything we can for the needy people here in Western Massachusetts.
Do you say
I think
you're
it's fair.
out of order and you're out of order?
No, I just have a lot of state troopers around me, so I don't have to say much.
Right.
No, people do it out. They're grocery shopping on a Saturday, and we had like 20 state troopers and my goofy butt out there, and we were just asking people politely, and a lot of people were super generous. So,
Tony, if I may call you that.
God, here we go again.
I want to thank you guys because, for the last couple of years, you've been doing the food drive at the Big Y in Wilbraham, and it's really cool for someone who's getting ready to do the Mayflower Marathon, knowing that you guys are doing it, and it's always been successful. That means a lot to us personally. I know it means even more to the Open Pantry. So thank you so much for doing that.
We're glad to do it. 10 years. This is 10 years we've been doing it with you. I just want to commend you for what you do. This is your leadership at play and your generosity at play, and it's a great cause for people here in Western Massachusetts who need a little help during Thanksgiving.
No, we can't do it without the help of the community and folks like yourself and your office, and we appreciate everything that you do
Glad
for
to
us.
do it. Thank you.
And you're doing a great job down at the DA's office. Lots of cases being resolved after many years, DNA evidence and things like that. So I think that's bringing a lot of closure to families and bringing more things to light throughout the area, and I think that's a great thing that you guys are doing.
Thanks, Steve. There's a lot of reasons I do this job, but one of the big ones is victims and victims' families and bringing them justice, whether it's a case that just happened or it's an unresolved case over many years. And we've been very successful at leveraging technology, as you mentioned, to bring justice and closure to some families in Western Massachusetts who have long deserved it.
Awesome. It's great to see you. Thanks so much for everything, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah, I really liked how he was helping out. He was actually dragging the groceries over. That's why I was yelling to him to come over here. I'm like, you got all these state troopers. You can let them do it all for you. You don't need.
I'm not that old yet. I got to participate,
You look like the kind of guy that can nod at a state trooper and go, "Hey, you, that box right there."
Not my style, Steve. Not my style.
Well, you should be. A guy named Tony has carte blanche.
Hampton District Attorney Anthony Gallooni, great to see you. Best of luck. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Always good to see you.
Appreciate you.
It's Bax and Nagel. It's the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield at Rock 102.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
We haven't done a total since the DA dropped off their donation.
Yeah.
But we were at 81,700 hours like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's grown significantly in just the last 20 minutes. But I got to tell you, it's always great to have the DA deliver. They always step up. Fantastic.
Great office here in the city of Springfield, and not only are they fighting crime, they're fighting hunger. And
yes.
They're helping us, so we appreciate every bit of that.
I've always felt, and I mean this with every fiber of my body, the brains behind the Cotter family comedy empire falls directly on the woman that runs the entire operation.
1,000%.
Without question.
Right.
On the phone with us right now, it's comedian Carrie Louise. How are you?
Hey, that's exactly what I say.
Yeah,
I know.
Behind every funny man is an even funnier woman.
What? First of all, I love your videos, Carrie. I watch all of them. Anytime they pop up on my TikTok feed and whatnot, and they are way better than your husband's videos.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from a man. So that means a lot. Thank you very much. I have a corny Thanksgiving joke too. You can tell at the table.
Well, we're not just men. We're men who know your husband. So I mean, we've seen how he works.
What's your Thanksgiving joke?
Here's my corny Thanksgiving joke. You can tell at the table, and it goes along with my husband and I because we're both stand-ups. But why did the turkey bring a microphone to dinner?
Why did the turkey bring a microphone to dinner?
Because he heard everyone wanted to roast it.
Oh, that is.
Ooh,
that
Carrie,
is good.
I'm thinking. I'm changing my mind now. Which Cotter I like the best?
I told you it was corny.
Yeah, no, it was very funny. Listen, but the ones I particularly like are the group text messages that you have between your husband and your boys.
Yes.
There's some crazy stuff that goes on there. It's
family group chat. Yes, we roast each other on this family group chat. I have another one coming up for Thanksgiving, telling everybody they need to get dressed up for Thanksgiving, and they have a big, huge, full-on argument over text.
It's you have a bunch of boys in the house, and it is interesting how all of them have such remarkably different personalities. Like some seem to be willing to listen, and then some are willing to live in their own universe.
Yes, it's the typical oldest who's always on time, everything, typical type A personality. The middle child doesn't care, and the youngest child is a complete moron and screw up. like Tom and I, we're both the youngest, and usually the youngest becomes a comedian. And then you have Tom, who is the biggest baby of them all.
Yeah, well, I can see that too.
The biggest baby who you're letting him go to Aruba without you?
I was in Curacao at the same time. I just got back. I was working for the troops, and so I said to him over the phone, I'm like, can you swim? Because Curacao and Aruba, they're kind of right next to each other. I didn't know how much, but I'm like, can you swim and meet me halfway? I'll swim, and we'll meet each other in the ocean. But that didn't happen. I was working for the troops, that's why.
That almost sounds like romantic. Let's swim halfway and be in love.
Yeah, I will swim 10,000 miles for my husband.
No, I mean, you could have a nice romantic getaway on a shrimp boat or something that's out there, wherever, the halfway between the two places.
Or drowning halfway through the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Those are your choices. That is love right there.
That is love. Yeah, so I just got back working for the troops. I was over in Curacao, Bahamas, and Puerto Rico. All these warm states, warm countries, and it was amazing.
And now you're back to the northern mainland where it's cold and dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, how is it to perform in front of the troops? Is that a lot of fun?
It's a lot of fun. They're young, cute men, mostly. So of course it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. But I want to salute them. You can't salute them. I want to say thank you for your service, but it doesn't seem enough. So I want to salute. Like I have a tendency to salute, but you can't do that. So I go to salute, then I stop, and then I like maybe try to take a bow, and then I'm like curtsy, and I'm trying to say thank you for your service. These young men and women, they look at me like, why is she having a seizure?
What's wrong with this lady? Why is she acting this way?
So what do you guys got going on for Thanksgiving this year?
We're going to Rhode Island to celebrate Thanksgiving with Tom's side of the family.
Oh.
His sister. Yeah. She told me to bring a yellow vegetable and an orange vegetable. I mean, what kind? I'm like, all right. Like, what does colors have to do with Thanksgiving? I have no idea what to do and what to bring. I need a suggestion for yellow. I think the orange is going to be squash, but yellow, I need a suggestion for yellow.
Yellow?
It's corn. It's always corn. It's
corn.
Yeah, it's like a little.
What? Yeah. You ever make a nice corn casserole?
I know, but I'm not that. I don't cook. You know what I make? I make reservations.
Well, that's usually how most people successfully eat dinner.
How about a bag of Ruffles? That's close to yellow.
That's yellow.
Some Funyuns.
Yeah.
Some Funyuns. Who doesn't love
Fritos?
Funyuns?
Fritos are sort of yellowish.
Kinda, sorta. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but she said vegetables, so I'm just going to get 2 cans of corn and then heat it up and bring it over.
That's a great idea.
No one will know.
No one will know. No one has to know.
We always put too much effort into these Thanksgiving dinners. You spend all this money, you buy all this food, and then it's over in less than 20 minutes, and then you got all these leftovers that you waste.
And no gratuity.
No one eats.
All you got to do is
my kids don't eat leftovers.
All you got to do is go get New York system wieners, get them on the arm, and get yourself a nice big thing of Dells. That's a Rhode Island holiday.
That's yellow. There you go.
Oh, yes. Tom loves Dells.
Oh,
that's yellow.
Yeah.
That's
yellow.
I
knew there was something about him I really didn't like, and it's the fact that he's from the state of Rhode Island. I cannot stand Rhode Island.
How dare you?
Yeah, no kidding.
You know they're coming up with Rhode Island Real Housewives.
Are they really?
Oh. Wow,
yeah.
what a horrible show to be watching.
That's going to be a train wreck.
A bunch of women from Cranston all named Cheryl. I'm sure that's going to be a great show.
There's a bunch of women sitting around watching snapping soggy dogs on their mouths.
Fake boobs and accents. That's what we want to watch.
Yeah.
Comedian Carrie Louise, it's great to have you back for the Mayflower Marathon. Have a great Thanksgiving with Tom and the boys.
You too. Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you.
Comedian Carrie Louise. It's Bax and Nagel in the Mayflower Marathon, Rock 102.
Now, let's return to the Mayflower Marathon at MGM Springfield with Bax and Nagel on Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's the Mayflower Marathon. I don't have a total. I do have a total right in front of me. We could probably do that. I think Bax doesn't know we're on the air. So
No, he
maybe-
doesn't.
Maybe,
His mic is on, I think, so we can
Yeah,
hear.
he's talking a big game out there. He's talking. Oh yeah, he's talking about
Here.
No, I don't want to try get in on his private conversations, but it doesn't sound very interesting at all. Anyway, $89,382.16, and that was just in just a couple of minutes ago. So that's pretty awesome that we're doing this well.
I don't know if it included, but D.A. Gallooni came in with an envelope he forgot to give back.
What is he, Rick Goyette from Chickadee? With the no,
it's an envelope full of cash. Yeah.
Not insinuating that he's doing anything nefarious.
No,
but,
it was all.
yeah.
It was all donations.
Yeah. Hey, we're on the air, you know. I don't know if you knew that or not. Just heard your whole conversation out there. I'm surprised.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, you sounded
we're good.
great.
Yeah.
Sounded great.
Yeah, I hope you didn't say anything you shouldn't have said. That's all right. No, just we didn't hear you. We're just joking.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. Listen,
Yeah.
I had no idea because I was on 22 News doing some things.
You were just on 22 News?
Yes, I was.
Making broadcast magic?
Who was interviewing you on 22 News?
That young man over there with standing next to the guy, Mike Penna.
He looks important.
Mike Penna is important, but the young man standing in front of him is the guy from
Well, that's
22 News.
what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't meant to.
Yeah, Mike Penna is on the board at the Open Pantry.
Yes. Mike is a longtime board member.
In fact, Mike was with us, if you recall, during our meetings with the previous landowner of the Mayflower Marathon.
About that. And the plot thickens.
Yes, the
Yes,
6-point plan, of which we had already done those 6-point things for 15 years.
We got
Anyway.
we got quite a bit coming up today. We have not only Fitzy from TownieNews.com will be with us at 11:45 this morning.
Also Scott Zolak this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want to choke on a sandwich, we'll be getting a visit from one Mark E. Salamone Jr.
Let's settle this one.
Yeah, that's yeah. Robert Vaughn died years ago.
Yes.
And they no longer do that. They have different commercials now with other ones talking about how how nobody wants to get involved with the
Right.
Marquis Salamone.
Well,
When you hear that name,
Well, you know you're going to lose.
you absolutely know you're going to lose.
I hope he died of old age and not some sort of thing where someone could have got sued.
Yeah, see, because when you hire the law offices of Mark E. Salamone, you let them know you mean business.
Yeah, that's right. You do mean business.
That's right.
And you choke on a sandwich while you you have to be eating a sandwich mid bite before somebody says that name.
Yes.
So you can choke on the sandwich.
I try not to eat lunch during high-level meetings.
Yeah.
That's what I try not to do. I try to eat before the high-level meeting.
Well, how many people are eating while they're talking legal stuff?
Apparently, quite a few.
I guess so. But we have Scott Zolak from the New England Patriots is going to be on this afternoon, and what else we got coming out? We got
Fitzy, I'm going to miss. You got him
Yeah.
11:45.
and comedian Brian Plum to finish out the interviews for this afternoon.
Wow.
If he makes it here.
Wow.
Now, before we wrap up, real quick, I just want to mention that we have a brand new total. You ready
Let's
for
go.
this?
Yeah.
After the DA was here and gone, $89,382.16.
Yeah, it was the same number I said when you were talking on the air.
Oh, you did?
with your friend, yeah.
Well, why did you just stop me? Why don't you always say,
Because I thought you had these things that headphones
I
that
was,
you can
having,
listen
I was in
Hey.
the middle of an interview.
Don't take the joy away from him. It's okay, Bax. It's
Thanks,
still
Marty.
Christmas.
Yeah, we heard all that
Thanks.
crap you were talking out
It's
here.
a
and
new
all that
total
stuff,
to
so
him.
We,
Yeah,
we
okay.
decided, we're just going to do the show, and I'll give the total.
You're
How
a
about that?
big fat jerk.
Yeah.
He's not good at numbers, but he nailed it.
Yeah,
I
he
did.
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair
Well,
enough.
only thanks to Erin because she has the proper numbers to give us. If it was me, I would have just made it up.
All right, fair enough. It's Bax and Nagel, the Mayflower Marathon at Rock 102.
This Snow Country Ski